Guys, today in this video we'll be solving the question LeetCode number 1124. So let's read the question first. We are given hours, a list of the numbers of hours worked per day for a given employee. A day is considered to be a tiring day if and only if the numbers of hours worked is strictly greater than 8. A well-performing interval is an interval of days for which the number of tiring days is strictly larger than the number of non-tiring days. I have to return the length of the longest well-performing interval. So let's see the example number 1, which is 9960669. So the longest well-performing interval is 996. So the number of tiring days here are these two only. So there are two tiring days and non-tiring day is just one. So 2 is greater than 1. So it's a well-performing interval. So if you see this example 666, there is no any tiring day. So the longest length is just 0. So the constraints are 10 to the power 4 length and then hours will be of maximum 16. Cool. So the brute force idea is very simple. Yeah, I will check each and every subarray which will lead to mere time complexity of O of n square and the space complexity will be O of n. Now let's try to see another approach. We will try to relate this question with the question which is subarray uh, sum equals to k. Okay, I hope you guys have done that question. Now let's see this test case. Now I will take a variable with me which will be score, and initially it will be a 0. Okay, now let's see what is this value 9, which is greater than 8. Okay, so I will increase my score and the score will become 1. What is this value? 9. I will increase. So this is a non-tiring day. Okay, so the score will decrease here. It will be 1. It will be now it's 0. The score will be 0 because it's a non-tiring day. The man worked for 0 hours in that day. So yeah. So again it's a non-tiring day. It will be -1. Again -2, -1. Right. So now out of this, what I have to do is that I have to find the length of the longest subarray having a sum greater than 0. Yes, we have to find the length of the longest subarray having sum greater than 0. Okay, so let's take another example. 996 uh, 9918 like this. Okay, so what is the score here? 1 2 1. Okay, he okay, let me start. What is the score here? 1. Can you consider this? Can you consider this current subarray? Yes, you can, because the score is 1. And score 1 means what? I have tiring days just one more than non-tiring days. Okay, if I have if the score 1 means it can be anything. Suppose tiring days are 3, then the non-tiring days should be 2. So there will be a score of 1. Okay, like this. So I can consider this or not. Score is 1. Yes, I can consider this. I can directly know what is my answer. I mean, what is the length? So the length is what? I plus 1. What is currently I? I is 0. I plus 1 is 1. So the score is here 2. I can consider this also. Score will be 1. Can I consider this? Yes, I can. Because if you check this subarray, then I have 2 tiring days and 1 non-tiring day. Okay. Now the score will be 2. Can I consider this? Yes, you can, because tiring days are 3 and non-tiring days is just 1. Can I consider this? The score is 3. Yes, I can. Score is 2. Score is 1. I can consider all of them. Now, so if the score is positive, it is very easy to deal with. I just have to know. I just will do I plus 1. Okay. But what I will do when it comes the number, the score is negative. That is the main thing. So let's try to understand few other things before I get into that. Okay. Let's say somewhere, uh, eh, let's say I have a map and I am keeping the indexes where I found that particular score. Okay. See. I found a score of 1 here, so I will keep the index where I found it. 1 where I found, at index 0. 2 where I found, at index 1. 1 where I found 2, but I won't be what I say, I won't be storing this. Why? I will give you the reason after a few minutes. Okay, so like this I will be storing. Okay, and I have found somewhere like let's say -5. I have found somewhere -5, and while going forward I found again minus, let's say um, let me think guys. Minus -4, let's say. Let's take this example. So if you subtract the value like -5, what does this imply? The value up to this, and -4, what does it implies? Up to this array. I have an array, suppose I have an array, and what will be the value of this portion? It will be what? -4 minus -5, which is what? 5 minus 4, 1. It means if I take this subarray, then the score is only this part of the subarray. The score for that subarray will be 1. And is it a well performing interval? Yes, it is, because the score is 1. The score could have been 2, 3, 4, anything. Okay. So its score should be must be greater than 0, so that I can so that it's a well performing interval. Okay. Then only it will be a well performing interval. So now what I can do here is that I can try to find if I am currently at this position -4, I can try to find do I have anything like -4 minus uh, minus -1 like this. And what does this implies? What does this mean? This means that I think I did a wrong. Sorry guys. So if I am trying to find, I will try to find what if I am currently at here. I will try to find -4 -1. I mean score -1. Is there any score -1 value to my left? If there is, see -5, I will have the index of that, and I have the index of this, so I can calculate the index of this guy. Okay. So now suppose I have found, while traversing I found somewhere -5 here at index x. Okay. And I will find I might again find -5 here. So which one will give me the best result? This one or this one? If I take this array with this guy, so it will be a minimum length, right? So it's better to take this one. So I will simply store the first occurrence of -5 only. So that's why I was saying that I will be storing the first occurrence only, so that I will get the best result, right? So what score -1 means? Score -1 means that is there any sub array in between, where if I take that sub array and calculate the score will be 1. And if I will say score -2, I will try to find is there any sub array between me, okay, between, is there any sub array which I will take and find the score, it will be 2. Let's see with this example. What is -4 -2 -6? Let's say I had an -6 here somewhere. After -5 it will be -6, right? Like it won't directly be -6. If there is a -6 here, then it somewhere became -5 and then it became -6. Okay, let's see. So yeah, it was -5 and it became -6. Let's understand like this. Okay, now it became -6. So So what is the change here occurred? What is the change occurred here? The if I take this subarray and find the score will be 2. What 2 implies is that I can have any number of I can have I mean the tiring days frequency will be just 2 greater than the non tiring days. Okay, if the tiring days are 4, then the non tiring days will be 2. If the tiring days are 6, the non tiring days will be 4. This way I can have any number of it. So and if I want to find score minus 3, score minus 3, what does it will be? What for minus 4 minus 3, it will be minus 7. Now if I have a minus 7, then it somewhere became minus 6 and minus 7, right? It won't directly become minus 6, I mean minus 7. Let me give you an example. Like let's say this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 7 8, right, like this. So if you try to find the score, then it will be minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6 minus 7. See, minus 7, before that it was minus 6. It's a common thing, like common sense. So yeah, now let's try to understand the main part of the solution. So if I have minus 7 here, so what if you see clearly, then what is better to find? I mean, score minus 1 or score minus 3, 2, 5, 6? Which is better? I think score minus 1 is better, because if I have let's say I have a score minus 3 present, and that is minus 7 I have present, then what does this imply? I will definitely have score minus present in my score, I mean that map. Okay, I will definitely have, because I have came that way. And definitely score minus 1 will give me the better result, because it will come first. Okay, so it will come first, so I will try to find the score minus 1. So this is the main logic uh, behind the solution. So let's try to code this up. So what I'm going to simply do is that I will try to try to store the indexes of all the scores, and whenever I get any negative value, I will try to find is was there any score minus 1 or not. So let's move to the coding part. This is ours, the size. Now let's take score is equals to 0. I'm going to take a map which will be storing the indexes. Okay, we are going to traverse the hours vector. If hours of I is greater than 8, then there will be an increase of 1 to the score. If it is not, then there will be a decrease of minus 1. So yeah, this is what I have implied. Remember what I said, if the score is greater than 0, then I can directly find the answer. How? I can directly say I plus 1 is my length. Okay, so let me take an answer variable so that I can return that. I have to, an answer is equals to what? Max of answer comma I plus 1, right? If the score is not greater than 0, so the score might be negative. Okay, now I will try to find if score map dot find score minus 1 is not equals to map dot end. What does this mean? It means that if score minus value is present into the map, inside the map, then I'll try to find the answer. Answer is equals to max of answer map of score minus 1. uh, I have to say I here. Okay, So I think, yeah, I don't think minus one, it will be minus two. Ah, sorry guys. So answer is equals to max of answer. Yeah. Now, secondly, I have to put that score inside the map also. Okay. But before that, I have to check if I have already found that score somewhere to my left, then I won't be restoring that because that won't give me a better result. So I'll check first if map.find score minus one reaches end. If it is not present, so I will say map of score, sorry, not score minus one, it should be score only, score equals to I, and at the end I will simply return the answer. What is the time complexity? Time complexity is just simple O of n. Space complexity is just O of n because I'm using this map. Let's run this. Let's try to submit as well. So I hope you guys understood the solution. Thank you for watching the video.